How's it going, everybody? My name is Michael Volpe, Mr. Volpe. Happy to see a lot of you from 1101 who had me at the Orange Park campus have signed on for our technical communications course. We have some new names in the role as well, so welcome all of you. Now, of course, this course was originally scheduled to take place at the Orange Park campus Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 p.m. to 2:35 p.m. Of course, due to the COVID-19 insanity, we are off campus, as is the case with everybody attached to the college and elsewhere. Okay, so by necessity, we are here online in Canvas. So there are some things that I probably would have liked to have done were we to have been face-to-face that I'm not sure we'll be able to do in an online capacity. Okay, and we'll deal with those things as they come up throughout the term. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I just want to talk about the course in general and what is expected of us our first week here. Now, it's a little strange maybe in that the first week is beginning on a Wednesday, middle of the week, okay? So we're going to count our first week, our week one, as Wednesday, the 13th, through the following week, through that Friday, the 22nd. Okay, so that's roughly going to be our first week. And then we'll proceed Monday through Friday, counting each of those as a week. So the next Monday through Friday, week 2, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All in all, we have about 12 weeks of class, with the 13th week being the finals week, okay? So we're about a month lopped off of what would be a normal spring or fall semester. Of course, it's summer, so it's a bit shorter. But our class goes from the 13th, May, through the second week of August 12th, 11th, 12th, something like that. So what we're going to be doing, first, let's look at the course text. Now, before I show it to you all, and I sent an email last week in hopes to get you all, finding a way to get the book. It's my understanding that the college was supposed to set up some means of helping you all obtain the text because we're not on campus. I'm not sure if you could go to the bookstore or call the bookstore at Orange Park and maybe ask them how to obtain this course text. Maybe some of you have already done this, but in any case, it is this book right here, Technical Communication, 12th edition, by Markle and Selber. Okay, so this is our book, and it's in your syllabus. Okay, by the way, your syllabus is in the announcement for this week. Each week, I have an announcement posted in Canvas, and you'll see this week's announcement, week 1, okay? And there's a syllabus attachment in that announcement. You'll also find your syllabus in the Files section of Canvas. So when you open our Canvas course, the left-hand side, that column, you'll see Files as one of the options. You click that, you'll see our syllabus attached there as well, okay? So just some general background about the course. You've all taken 1101 and passed with a C or higher if you are here in 2210. Now, remember, 1101 was mainly focused on rhetorical situations, how to make a case, how to present information based on modes of persuasion, modes of analysis, critique, etc., etc. Now, we are in that persuasive mode in this course, but we're talking about more real-world application here, which some of you might like, okay? Now, 1101 was very much real-world in that we argue with people, we voice our opinions, we analyze things, we want to get behind that, to that deeper meaning behind phenomena and what's out there in the world so that we have conversations with people. That's what it's all about, right? But now we're focusing on persuasion in a very practical way, in that we're talking about how to first gain employment with professional technical documentation and report, a resume and a cover letter, let's say. But we're also talking about how we interact with one another in the workplace, okay? And how we produce various different reports in a professional setting, negotiating with peers, with managers, with supervisors in the workplace to achieve certain ends. Maybe we have a project proposal. Maybe we think that there are certain inefficiencies in our company, and we, being the astute employees that we are, we see a possible workaround or solution to that inefficiency. How would we go about doing that? Well, we would bring it up to our boss, our manager, supervisor, other peers, other coworkers, and try to think of a way to make the company more efficient in the interest of saving money. Maybe at the end of the day, in the interest of we as employees making more money, protecting our job security, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? So we're talking about how to persuade potential employers to consider us as candidates, hopefully employees. But then once we are at that stage of being in the workplace, how to continually market ourselves as valuable members of the team at our place of employment, and whatever that might be. Whether you're doing sales or teaching or construction, whatever it is, you're all working in a network with a common goal, with systems in place. So we're going to be exploring these different avenues, a little different than 1101, certainly. Okay, so to that end, at the end, or really by the midpoint or third way through the course, towards the end, we're going to be doing a project wherein we put together a comprehensive proposal to solve an industry problem. Okay, and we'll get into that in the coming weeks. We're talking still a few weeks off from that, but that is what this course is going to culminate in, is a portfolio that includes a letter of inquiry, a usability report, a progress report, all peer-reviewed by other class members. Okay, we're going to be working collaboratively in this class. To what end we'll be able to work collaboratively, I'm not sure. If we were together in the classroom, that's one thing. We see each other. We could branch off into groups, and it's much more easy and practical to do things in a collaborative fashion. Whereas online, we could still do this, and we very well might, but there are more variables in place. I don't know how comfortable I am assigning you all into different groups and asking you to collaborate as a team to build a project proposal, because I don't know the degree to which everybody has a dependable access to the internet. Some might more than others, and it also will presume that you all are working together. And since you can't work together face to face, you have to work together online. So I don't know how comfortable I am right now, and this might change, but right now how comfortable I am having you all rely on each other as teams in the class to achieve this end, because I don't know how well you're going to be able to collaborate with telecommunication. Okay, maybe I'm selling a short, maybe it'll be fine, but if anybody here has particular issues working online, whether it's accessibility or whatever it is, maybe let me know. And once it's apparent that most of us, if not all of us, have the ability to communicate with each other reliably That's another thing too. Let's say you're trying to connect with your team and your team members, one of them at least, or two of them just aren't responding. Well, ultimately that's going to reflect on you. You're busting your butt doing your work, writing your proposal, your letter of inquiry, etc. But you can't get your other teammates to coordinate with you. Now, if we were all in class, nobody would have a choice. We'd be there and get together. So the degree to which, this is all to say, the degree to which we are going to work collaboratively is still kind of up in the air. Okay, so we'll figure this out, feel this out as the semester progresses. Okay. But we all are going to do the assignments. There are 6 major writing assignments. All we're trying to decide is, are we going to do these things in groups and teams or individually? Now, the resume and cover letter, that is individual no matter what, okay? Each one of you is going to produce your own resume and cover letter. And that's going to come up in a couple weeks. I will point us to the chapter in the book for the resume and cover letter and everything else. But for right now, for this week, there are 3 things we want to do. Number 1, read and review the syllabus. Again, it's attached in this week's announcement. And by the way, every week you'll have the announcement and you'll have video like this accompanying the announcement. They'll usually be about 15, 20 minutes or so each video, okay? So read and review the syllabus, obtain the textbook, okay? If you're having trouble, I would reach out to the campus bookstore. And if you're still having trouble, let me know, and I will reach out to the communications department chair and see what we can do to help you out there, okay? And then thirdly, there is an assignment this week that comes from the book, okay? So very important for you all to get this book. That's why I sent out an email last week with information for this book, hoping you all would get the book well enough ahead of time if you're able to do so, okay? Now, the first assignment covers chapters 1 through 3, and it's a discussion board assignment, okay? What I'm going to try to do as much as I can is do discussion assignments, the class and homework, as much as I can. I'm going to have it in that sense. We will be working collaboratively, contributing to the discussion forum this week on chapters 1 through 3. Chapter 1 is an introduction to technical writing. Chapter 2 is all about ethical considerations. And then 3 is sample technical reports, different kinds of technical reports that you will come upon. Writing technical documents is the title of chapter 3. And I have a series of questions for each chapter in the discussion forum. All in all, there are 12 questions. When you click on the discussion forum, you'll see an explanation, instructions on how to complete the assignment. Chapter 1 has 3 questions. Chapter 2 has 4 questions. Chapter 3 has 5 questions. All in all, these are 12 questions in total, okay? The way to complete the assignment, you individually, you answer the 12 questions, submit that response to the discussion forum. That's step 1. So all of you do that, okay? Now, in order to receive full credit, you then have to look at least one other classmate's original post and comment on it or add to it in some way. Okay, and I give you a little template on how to do that. There's a not so successful way to comment on another student's post and a more successful way to comment on another student's post. The not so successful way is just saying, "Oh, I like your answer. Very good. I agree. Good job." Okay, because that's too easy. Okay, you have to offer a substantive, meaningful contribution responding to your classmate's original post, okay? And a lot of these questions have to do with the workplace, okay? ethical behavior, legal considerations. So, you know, I'm hoping that these answers for you individually call to mind to other classmates, other situations that they've been in similar to the one you're talking about. Okay. So I want you all to kind of enter in a conversation with each other. Okay. So you answer the 12 questions, and that's just very cut and dry based on your reading of chapters 1 through 3. Okay. But after that, you have to comment on another student's post. Okay. A meaningful contribution, a substantive contribution, more than just, hey, I like what you said. Okay. Or, yep, you're right. Okay. And since these questions have correct answers, rarely are they, what do you think about? It's information that you find in the book, okay? It might be tempting to not read chapters 1 through 3 and just look at your classmates' answers to 1 through 12 and just copy them, okay? Well, hey, this is how this student defined usability, okay? I'll just verbatim copy and paste that, and boom, I got my answer to that question. Well, no, you can't do that. I'm going to be reading these, and I want you all to voice your answers using your own words. They should be individuated in that sense, okay? John Smith's answers and Sally Q's answers should not look identical, okay? So, you all individually answer the 12 questions, submit, wait for others to submit theirs, and then you start looking at your classmates' responses and commenting on them. If you do that, you will be eligible to receive a 100% on this first class homework assignment. Class homework assignments, as you'll see in the syllabus, are 10% of your course grade. Quizzes are 10% of your course grade. The final portfolio, all the reports that we're going to do in one document that has been revised and edited, that's 20%. The cover letter and resume count for 20%. Okay. And I believe all the other reports and letters are 10%. So it equals out to 100%. Okay. So just to recap, this week, read and review the syllabus closely. You must get the book. Okay. Let me know if you're having trouble. Reach out to the Orange Park campus bookstore. And the discussion forum assignment, which again covers chapters 1 through 3. 3 questions, 4 questions, 5 questions, 12 in all. Okay. That is our first assignment. It's going to open up Wednesday at 1 p.m. and it's going to close next Thursday, the 21st, at 2:35 p.m. So I'm trying to simulate our class in a sense. We would begin class at 1 o'clock and our class would end at 2:35. So that's my reasoning there. Assignment's going to begin 1 o'clock Wednesday, May 13th, and then it will close at 2:35 the following Thursday, the 21st, 2:35. Okay? So it's just one assignment to do this week. And then with next week's, and I will roll out an announcement in video Monday, okay? Monday the 18th, okay? And we'll start talking about resumes and cover letters at that time. So we'll be kind of staggering the weeks as we go here, okay? So actually a little addendum to that as I'm thinking, I might not have a video with next Monday, okay? We'll probably, as I said at the beginning, just count Wednesday through next week as our week 1, okay? And in keeping with that, we'll probably just have this video cover the first week, okay? Which again, we're counting as Wednesday through next Friday, okay? So hold off on expecting another video and announcement next Monday, the 18th. I'll let you know if we'll have a new announcement and video that week. And that's to say, too, you should be checking your email. Okay, check your email. You should log into the class every day, Monday through Friday at least. I'd say check your email every day, Sunday through Saturday, okay? So we could stay in touch with each other, okay? So I'm going to cut it off there, guys. Just remember the 3 things we have to do this week. If you take nothing else from this, the 3 things we have to do this week, which I've said a couple times now. Any questions, concerns, comments, let me know. Email me. My email address is there in the announcement. My telephone number is there in the announcement. If you could call. I get up pretty early in the morning. I go to bed rather early too, like 10 or 11 o'clock or so. So that's within reason, calling me, okay, at a decent time. If you text me, make sure you identify who you are. Don't just say, hey, I had this problem. Like, I need to know who I'm talking to. Okay, same thing if you call me. Identify yourself. But this is all to say, we're going to have as free, open communication as we can, okay? Well, at risk of rambling on further, I will just cut it there, okay? So our first week, guys, good luck. And I look forward to a good, fun, productive term this summer, okay? All right, everybody, Mr. Volpe here signing off, and I will talk to you again in a little bit.